A couple of years ago, we had an idea to buy land and move out of the suburbs. We knew we could not afford to build right away, so we started thinking of what we could live in while our dream house was being built. We looked at trailers, RVs, but nothing really felt right. After a few months of discussing options, I finally convinced Sullivan, my wife, into converting a shed into a temporary living space. Once our house was built, we could then turn that space into a pool or guest house. Many plans were drawn, big and small, but eventually we settled on a 16 by 52 garden shed. We knew this would be a huge downsizing from our 2,800 square foot house in the suburbs, all the way down to 832 square foot in the shed. But one thing that really started this whole journey was wanting to kind of return to how we lived at our first house, a nearly 100-year-old 1,000 square foot farmhouse that sat on 10 acres. The shed, as small as it was the fastest and most inexpensive way to achieve this. With the house in place, it was time to have our septic and utilities installed. The day we got water and power just felt like such a huge accomplishment, but with that started, the real work began. We quickly began working on the interior. We started with the walls and trim, and then moved on to the ceilings. We apologize for not having more video or more in-depth content at this time, but between moving, finishing our tiny shed house, having a baby, and our normal work and family life, needless to say, when we finally got the chance to work on the shed, our time was so short that's really all we had time to do. With work and a baby, we really only had about 6 hours or so on the weekends to work, but slowly but surely, it started to look less like a shed and more like a small home. After puttying what felt like a million holes, we could finally paint, and it came out amazing. The paint really took the shed to a whole other level, but once the floors were added, the shed really started to feel like an actual house. So at this point, the house is painted, the cabinets are in, our appliances came. I built and stained our kitchen countertops, and it just felt like the end was in sight, until it wasn't. My wife and I loved the look of our house, and we were very proud of the work we had done, but we just felt like something was missing. So we talked it over, and we both agreed to add on a front addition that would serve as a living area. With the new living area installed, I felt that once we finished it out and added a wraparound porch to the front, that this would surely complete our shed home. But then, Sullivan had an idea. A huge, giant, bold idea. A 16 by 40 two-story shed. The bottom floor would house our new master bedroom, a foyer, a whole new giant master bath, and an entire 640 square foot bonus area upstairs. In the end, our entire floor plan should look like this and add up to around 2,368 square feet of living space. The exterior is the house that we have dreamed of forever, just a simple farmhouse with a big porch to spend quality time with family on. Delivery day came, and pictures do not do the size of this building justice. The shed company brought in the bottom floor first, with the bottom of it already spray foamed. The plan was to set the base and then frame the top story and roof on site. And this is where you join us. We finally feel like we are at a place where we can take more time and film the rest of this shed house build. So going forward, we will be sharing progress videos as we finish up the exterior and begin work on the interior of our living area and huge 16 by 40 two-story addition. We know that the shed house movement is becoming more and more popular, and we hope that we can help others who are starting this journey any way we can through our videos. So please share, like, and subscribe as we look forward to finishing out this massive shed house with you. Thank you for watching.